So I did a video based on some simple kicking in the kickboxing to learn everybody that might want to have a go, and I've been asked to do one on foot shapes because some of the foot shapes on my video, maybe they can't quite determine how to point toes, turn feet in, make the shape. So here you go, this is the video. Okay, so we're going to start off with the front kick then. So the front kick, obviously we've lifted up the knee and we're driving forward. Now if you look at the front kick, my toes are pulled back and the ball of my foot is forward. So what I want you to do is trying to imagine pressing that foot forward. So if you look at my foot now, I'm leaning into it, I'm pressing forward, but I'm pulling the toes back. So that's how we do the front kick if we're driving in to that midsection solar plexus height. If I was kicking into the groin, what I would want to do is kick straight up. So I would kick by pointing my toes and I'd kick with the top part of my foot. Obviously, if I'm a bit closer, then I might kick with the shin into the top part of the foot and through. So I'm coming up and through. So again, front kick, we're driving out with the ball of the foot, toes pulled back and then down. If we're going to hit to the groin, we're coming straight up, toes pointed, underneath, shin or into that top part of the foot. So that's the front kick. For the turning kick or roundhouse kick, when we start to lift, if you notice, I like to pull my toes back. So my toes are pointed as I pull through. I'm going to hit with the top part of the foot again. So the top part of my foot up here is where I'm going to be connecting onto the pad, onto the person, wherever they are. Now, there is a secondary way of doing that. So some people like, when they do their kick in martial arts, they might turn it in this way. So they're kicking through, what they do is they pull the toes back and they hit with the toes and the ball of the foot slightly underneath. So there's two ways of doing it. I prefer to point my toes and hit with the top part of my foot. Some people prefer to turn the foot in and hit into the pad as if they're coming through and round and hitting in there. I've always found that I usually catch my toes, so I've never liked that method. So again, lifting, we've got pointing of the foot, hitting with the top part of the foot and through, or if you prefer, coming round and hitting through. Remember, as you connect, pulling those toes back, trying to hit under the toes and the ball of the foot underneath. So that's the roundhouse and the turning kick. With the side kick, so I'm getting that knee chamber position. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the shape of my foot very similar as if I was going to stamp out. So imagine stamping out in front. Now look at the shape of my foot. I'm pulling the toes back slightly. So I'm hitting with that heel knife edge of my foot, and as I pull it back then, I'm driving down and back. So again, as we lift, looking at the foot shape underneath, so as I lift, I make that foot shape through. When I get it to here, I'm driving it out, heel knife edge of the foot as I come through. So the heel's the nice strong part, and this edge here is what I'm aiming for to connect. So I've got to try and pull those toes back so I connect with that heel knife edge of the foot. So I hope that's been a useful little video for you, especially the ones that have been asking me on YouTube. So thank you very much, and I'll see you again soon.